Okay, and we're recording. So
Okay.
finish what you were talking about, Gail.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to find one. So there's a person who seems pretty interested, but so for instance, I said, thanks for asking about the program. I've been using this. Thanks for asking about the program I've been using this last year. I can send you a link to a website that will provide you some basic information and then follow up with a phone call to answer any questions you might have. If you could give me your email address and phone number, I'll get that link sent off to you. And then there was no reply. So I sent another message that said, Jennifer, just checking back to see if you're still interested in finding out more information. And then she replied back, hi, Gail, I'm not ignoring you, just busy with the holiday work, and that's a good thing. I'd love you to send me the link so that I can read it myself. I'll get back to you after I look it over. I hope you understand that I don't want to be placed on a callback list. So she did not ever give me her actual email address or phone number. She basically just said, I want the link, but I don't want to give you my contact information because I'm afraid you're going to come back and give me a sales pitch.
Okay. Well,
so then I did go ahead and send her the link to the I Choose Optimal Health version of my website.
Okay. So I'm trying to think if I've ever had anybody say that they think that they're going to be put on a list, which doesn't mean that they haven't thought it. Maybe they just haven't said it to me. But maybe this is why it's so good to kind of less is more, you know. And so when I message people, I don't think what you said was bad, or you know, that it wasn't a good reply. But when I message people, I just say, hey, the first thing I say is, hey, you know, Susie, can I get your email and a good phone number for you to follow up, and I'll get this link sent right out to you. And I'll email this link to you. I guess people just, when you say that you're going to email it to them, the people that, you know, the way that I've done it and contacted them, they haven't really questioned it, if that makes sense. But mine were very short. I mean, I thank them for their interest, and then I say, I would love to get the information out to you. What's the best email for you? And then, and if I don't have their, you know, if they don't have their phone number, I would ask the same, and I just get that sent. But I mean, I don't think what you said is bad. I'm just wondering if maybe they would think, oh, she wants my phone number so she can, you know, follow up with me and try and sell me on something. It must be what she thought, or to put me on this call list to contact me, you know, more than just one time, because they don't know, you know, they don't know what your agenda behind this is. So, but I mean, I wouldn't have gone there in my head with that message, but maybe she's had some experience, you know, some previous experience before that was not pleasant with this type of thing, is what I'm thinking.
Right.
But yeah, when I message people right back, I just keep it short and sweet, and I just say, hey, I'd love to get you the information. What's the best email for you? And I don't think I have your phone number either. So, and then usually I just get that right back. But yeah, I mean, everybody's different. I just don't think. And how many times have you gotten that response? Was that just one person that responded that way?
Well, then I had a second person who offered the same photo, and she did give me her email address, but not her phone number. So I did send the email, and then I did follow up. Obviously, I couldn't by phone because I didn't have a phone number. I just said, I just checking to see if you got my email and whether you would like to talk to get more information. Let me know some time options that work with you, and I'll see what I can arrange. And basically, she replied back, oh, I haven't had a chance to see your email, but she's never given me, you know. So then I replied back, oh, great, when you have a chance, to look at the email, let me know and we can set up a time to talk. And she said, deal, thanks. That was, a week and a half ago and has not gotten back to me.
Okay, yeah. So you would want to make another touch now. If it's been a week and a half since that, I would just message her and say, or email and say, hey, what's her name?
Kimber.
Okay. I would just say, hey, Kimber, I didn't want to drop the ball. I wanted to follow up with you and make sure that you did get the information okay. I would love to answer any questions that you have. Or, if you're interested, you don't even have to say that. Just say, I would love to answer any questions that you have. And I hope you have a great weekend. Since all you have is her email and being able to message her, you're kind of limited, with what you can do. But basically, she did say that she would, she didn't sound like she didn't want to be contacted. So I would try and get a hold of her this time. And then if you don't hear anything back from her, then off the hook would be appropriate. The off the hook script. Okay. And then I'd wait like another, I don't know, week if that's what you said it's been a week and a half and you haven't heard anything. So I would call her today, or message her today. And then if you don't hear back from her, maybe at the end of next week. Or sooner sometimes people kind of know what other people's schedule is like, but I guess if you don't know, then you could even do it a couple days after. You just want to make sure that you're following through with what you said, and so that you can move on.
Can I ask a question? When you see, because this particular person I have seen on Facebook, her husband must have been in the hospital and she just had a dog die. You know what I mean? When you see that they're posting things about things that are going on that, number one, legitimately could keep them from looking at it, but also is the type of thing where you say, I'm not sure this is the best time to be trying to gauge them on this when they are having these other things that are somewhat major, that are negative, that are going to be making it so that talking about my program is going to be low on their priority list. Do you just go ahead anyway, or do you say, I need to time that a little differently?
Yeah, I always do. I always time it a little differently. Some things might slip through the cracks and you might not see, that they have something like that going on Facebook, or sometimes people just don't post about stuff like that. If it's not a happy time for them, they might not be posting about it. But definitely if you can see some evidence of they're going through some tough times or they've had some stuff happen, I would wait, until, or, also you could just comment and maybe start building the warmth in the relationship and just say, hi, hey, Susie, I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking of you and I hope that things, start looking up for you soon or whatever. And you can just start it out like that. And then just light touches that way so that when you start to see that things might be going a little bit better, then, they know that you've been thinking about them. And so that is a good way to go about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on a different topic, since it's just you and I, can I ask a question on, I happen to get my first person who is my client tell me that they're not going to continue being my client.
Oh, okay. So tell me.
I actually did see him in person. They're here at the same quilt retreat that I'm at. And when I first saw him, they said, hey, I need to make sure I get a chance to talk to you, not right now, but I need to talk to you later. And then later, they just really quickly said, I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate all your support and the support part of the program, but I'm just not really liking the foods all that much. And they're kind of expensive compared to brand X that she had been using before. And so I might still order a few things once in a while, but I'm just not going to be continuing doing the program and being in the B Slim club, etc. Okay. And so I just, there wasn't much I could say. It's like, okay, well, fair enough or something. I can't remember exactly how I responded because there's nothing you could do. They've obviously just told you they're not going to be a client. You're not going to be talking them into it at that point. But it was just kind of, they can see that they don't like the taste of the products as much as something else, but they're not focusing, of course, on the results that they got that were
Yeah. So usually there's something else there. What you could do now, this was just when? How recent was this?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. Uh, a lot of times with struggling clients, it was a bit I was going to talk about today. How long has she been on the program?
A month.
Month. Okay. What's her results been?
She lost 5 pounds the first week and another 4 or 5 pounds the second week. And, and then like typical, then the next week, a pound or so, so she's been talking about it very positively. She'd been, she was pleased with the results.
So the fact that she said it's expensive, more expensive than a certain brand, did she mention a brand and you're just saying brand X, or could you not remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that right there, since she said that is a red flag of like a concern of hers, So I'm thinking that's where, because when you can get them, what I was trying to get at is when you can get them on a 3-way call when it's kind of fresh like that, and you're understanding that they have a concern, a lot of, you just want to leave it warm, because what the first thing that I thought of when you said this to me is she'll be back, because number one, she got the results. Number two, she valued the support of the program, which is huge. That brand X is not going to give her the support that she's getting from this. And I can guarantee you it's not going to get her the results. And there might be a few things that she doesn't like, but not enough to not follow through because of the results that she's getting. Does that make sense? Because there's over 80 options of food.
So when she switches and starts seeing that, all of a sudden, the results flattened out again.
Yeah. So,
because it sounded like, because the brand X, has a much more limited line of what kind of choices you have. And so I meant, and I had mentioned before in comparing brand X with ours, that they didn't have things like the mashed potatoes and the oatmeal and the pancakes and things that make you feel like you're getting a carb type of product, even though they are low in carbs. And it makes it so that it's much easier to stay on program because you don't feel deprived. I mean, that's one of the things I talk about when I talk about how much I like the products, is that they have things that make me not feel deprived, because I don't feel like I'm only getting shakes and bars.
Yeah.
And so then when she said, well, I'll still continue ordering some, she was saying, well, I'll still order some of the soups, or I'll still order some of the oatmeal, or, the things that the other product doesn't have. And so she's wanting to kind of mesh the two together. So as far as I know, she's going to still be continuing to order, but not to be ordering our product exclusively.
Okay. So with that thought, or with that objection of some of the foods, how much left does she have in her goal? Do you know?
Oh, she has a long ways to go.
Long ways to go. Okay. So some questions you could ask, because really, you could say, well, that I'm so happy that you are, excited about the support that we have. That's huge. And I really do love that about this program. So tell me and I'm speaking as if I'm you talking to her. So tell me, what meals do you love? What meals have you found that you love eating every day? That would be your first choice. And then she could tell you, evidently it's some of the soups, like you said, and a few other things. And then you could say, so how do you feel about the results that you've gotten so far? Ask her that and say, so do you think that you could, for a time, get your favorites, just order those things that you like in order to stay where you are and be getting those same results, and ask her, say, how is your energy? Have you been feeling hungry, or is it easy, to get through the day? Just ask her about the things that she's loving about the program, because what it sounds like is she's just trying to, there's a few things that have been discouraging her, or a few things that she's feeling like has been, whatever it is, throwing her off. Because if she's in fat burning and she's not hungry and she's feeling good, there should be, even if there was only a few of the items that she liked, which she said she's still going to order, why couldn't she just survive off of those? You know, if she's not struggling with like cravings or any of the you know what I mean? So just kind of digging a little bit deeper into the things that she loves, because I can guarantee you this, when she remembers that you were focusing on her goals and the positive things and what the program has done, not the negative things, because anybody can say, I mean, there's going to be stuff that everybody doesn't like, and you can dress it up a little bit, but why not focus on the things that you do like and just order those things, even if it's just for a time, you know, for a month to get you through. Because I guarantee there will be more options that open up and that they want to try, and they're always coming out with new stuff, you know? So it's good for us, you know, to have that extra variety. And usually with the seasons, they bring out more stuff. But really, you know, when it gets down to it, Gail, that it's not about the food. Like, it's really not about the food. It's about the way that they feel. It's about their transformation. And so you're just going to try and, you know, help them through those little periods of weaknesses, because there will be, and kind of dig out what it really is. You know, is she getting pressure that another program is cheaper, or is it, you know, it could be anything. It could be, there could be a lot of different outside influences that you just kind of have to explore with her. But as long as you keep it warm, and like it sounds like she said she loves the support, you know, I'm assuming she loved her results, you know, because she said she was talking highly about the program. So it's only a matter of time before she'll be back, because she's not going to find the results like she did, as easy as she did with this program. And she's not going to have a free coach. So, I mean, I know that it can be frustrating, especially for new coaches in the beginning, when you get, you know, when you get some clients that quote unquote fall off. But I can almost 100% tell you that she'll be back when she realizes nothing else is working, and she sees your success with all these other clients that you're going to have, and that it's been steady, you know, and consistent. So that's just a little bit of encouragement there for you. But yeah, and getting them on a 3-way too is important, because there's a lot of things that I've gotten Mary on 3-ways before, and I've sat and talked to a client about some of their struggles, and then all of a sudden Mary gets on the call and they're telling her things that they've never told me before, or there's concerns or other, you know, different things that come up. And I'm like, well, they never told me that. And Mary's like, there's something about having somebody else on the call that, you know, it helps to, it's like they need to hear somebody else saying it, or they need to hear it in a different way. And then it really kind of opens it up for them to share things that they might have not shared before. So, which I was going to go over some of that 3-way calling today, but it's 7:50, and I don't want to keep you. You've been trying to get on for for a while before we connected. So I think we'll do that on the next training. We'll go into some of that 3-way calling, but I'm going to share the scripts today again for people. So it's kind of, there's scripts for struggling clients, for successful clients within their first week, you know, clients that you want to invite to hear about coaching, or new coaches. There's a bunch of different ways to invite people to be on a 3-way call. So
yeah. Okay.
The different situations. So did that kind of help you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
thanks, Jillian.
Did you have any other questions about that? Okay. Well, thanks for being on, Gail. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.